Hello and welcome to week 11. This week you are going to put together the first part of your primary research that'll focus in on that data collection. The second part of it focuses in on the analysis. But we will walk through that process together. Now remember, your goal was to get 25 responses. So if you put that survey that you made a couple of weeks ago on the back burner, make sure that you send it out to friends, family. You can use text, social media, email to send that link out, but you're going to want to accumulate those 25 responses. Some of you, like I said, will go well above that just by the nature of the topic and the way that you've sent it out. All right, so let's look at what the primary research analysis looks like. You're going to do this in two parts. The first part is due this week. The second part is due next week. So what happens, and you'll have noticed this with your the articles that you've read, the journal articles that you've read, is that you've got your level 2 heading methods, and that will help us as readers understand who your participants were, what instrument you used, which is your survey, and when and how you collected your data. That's the only part that's due this week. And you'll also submit your appendix. Your appendix will be the survey itself. Most often students will take screenshots of the survey when they look at it in view mode, or you can kind of use that send link. But you're welcome to retype the questions if you want to. But for this first week, you're just going to give us the details about the participants, the instrumentation, and the data collection, as well as the appendix. When you move on to the next part of it, you're going to add that data analysis, results, limitation, and discussion. But you're going to keep it all together that second week. So this week, it's just part 1. The second week is parts 1 and parts 2, really. So you'll add on to it so that it'll be together for you. You don't want to separate it because it's going to be easier as you move to project number 3. But both times you'll include that appendix. All right. So I've included a short slide, deck that walks you through what each of these sections should look like. So you've got, those first 3 sections that you're going to focus in on for this week, and then you're going to add the analysis, the results, the limitations, and the discussion for the next week. But of course, as I mentioned before, keeping them all together. And then this is a sample from a previous student where you'll see how they wrote up their participants, their instrumentation, their data collection, what their appendix looks like as they put together their, the screenshots of their survey. Sorry, couldn't think of the word for a second. But this is, this part 1 is due. So all you're doing this week, and you don't really need to follow APA format as far as, it should be in Times New Roman, 12-point font, that kind of thing, double spaced. It should have your level 2 heading, which is methods, and then your level 3 headings, which are italicized, participants, instrumentation, and data collection. Your appendix will have a bold, centered title, and then it will have the appendix itself. But that's that first part of your primary research, that data collection piece that's due at the end of this week. And if you have any questions, just let me know.